I was stuck in something pretty bad for a while. Emotional abuse is like maybe another word for it. And at my lowest point, I tried to kill myself.
Crowned Queen of Dance Music, making history as the highest billed female DJ at the world's most prestigious festival, remixing for big names like Bieber and hitting #1 on the US Billboard charts. On the surface, Australian success story Alice in Wonderland's life is the stuff dreams are made of. But for Alex Scholler, her real name, it's far from the fairy tale moniker she's given herself.
It's such a crazy journey that I've been on. For people who don't know, I was training to become a professional cellist. You know, I was doing 6 to 8 hours a day practice.
And you were good with the cello, right?
I mean, yeah, like I was a principal cellist of the Sydney Youth Orchestra. I was pretty obsessed with playing Beethoven or Bach. Actually, like, I don't know anyone that can write like Bach. He was insane. Sorry, I'm really nerd out over Bach. But I literally thought my life path was to be a classical cellist. I put the cello down and I bought a laptop, and you know, during the day when I was kind of like alone in my apartment, I would just try and make music and like try and make sounds and experiment.
Hey, look where that got you.
I know. It's so weird thinking back, because at the time I never thought that you could travel the world or make a career out of DJing or making music, and that's like kind of how I started producing.
You say that your new album is about waking up and realising that you can get out of something bad.
Yes.
And I guess a lot of people are wondering what that was.
I was stuck in something pretty bad for a while, you know, and I was seeing a lot of people, you know, with addiction problems. I dealt with a couple of deaths. You know, adding to that, not spending time at home very much and being alone with your own thoughts. All of that stuff doesn't really add to a great mental perspective on the outside world.
When you say stuck in something, you mean in a relationship?
Yeah, if you listen to my lyrics, there is, you know, talk about relationship, you know, emotional abuse.
I shouldn't let you get to me, but you do. I let you take it out on me. Yes, it's true. You're saying sorry constantly, but you never.
I was completely disintegrating. It was a very tough time. I wasn't eating, I wasn't talking to anyone. It was literally like destroying me. I mean, sorry. Like, I couldn't remember what was good about me. I couldn't remember why anyone would even like me. I couldn't remember why I was even here. And at my lowest point, I tried to kill myself. Straight up.
At the time, like, how did you take yourself out of that space?
I mean, honestly, like, writing the album really helped me. I read the lyrics going, okay, there's a problem here. I was like, at this point, I was like, you can either sink or swim, and I just decided to swim. I decided to get out of it. And, you know, I think I can't really help being honest with my songs. It's how I let things out.
Give up these noises. Silence my mind. We all have choices. Where can I find my happy place?
One of the verses in Happy Place is basically all about finding your happy place.
Yeah.
Have you found that?
I have found closure in, you know, a certain chapter of my life. I'd say I'm in my balanced place. I feel like no one will ever find their happy place, because you'll get happy, then you'll like be searching for more happiness. And you know, like, isn't that like such a thing in life where you're always trying to find contentment and happiness? And
you get to here, but then you want to be here.
no, it's just like about balance. You know, I have this thing tattooed on me, which is like order, disorder.
Does that help you get through things?
Yes.
Knowing that?
Yeah, it's something my dad taught me, because Because I remember I was writing an essay on Shakespearean plays when I was at high school. My dad sat down and said every Shakespearean play has a pattern where it's like order into disorder, which goes back into order, even if it ends in a tragedy.
So not only has like Beethoven and Bach and all those classics influenced you, so has Shakespeare.
I guess so. I mean, I don't know if I'm lyrically as profound.
I want everybody to fuck me up on a spiritual level tonight.
So what's your message to people that might be struggling right now?
There's always a light at the end of any tunnel. You know, you can always turn things around. You can always pull yourself out of it. And don't be too embarrassed or proud to admit when you are feeling down. Like, call someone, because if you can catch it before it gets really bad, you can actually snap out of it a little bit easier. You know, another thing which I found has helped me get outside of my own head is putting down my phone a little bit, because like comparing yourself to like everyone's highlight reel online isn't very healthy. And also, like, honestly, sometimes walking around Target aimlessly is really fun because it gets you out of your own head, you know? You're looking at silly things. It's cool.
Alison Wonderland, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mwah. I'm going to blow you a
Mwah.
kiss.
I'm never washing this hand again.